I've been on the ground in Flint so many times, my heart goes out to that city. I literally will get emotional talking about it because of all the people, and particularly young people I've talked to and met in Flint, and it just pisses me off what's happened and what's still happening. So I started a social justice law group because I have a law degree. I went to Harvard Law School, and so my mother hated the fact that I never used my law degree ever. So I figured I'd make her happy and try to help Flint at the same time. So I started a social justice law group because what was happening, it goes back in a horrible way to what I was talking about, Pavlov's dog. The people of Flint have been beaten down unfairly so much that they won't even sign into the lawsuit, right? So it is, and you know, we talk about, let's just be real quick. Talk about the state of Michigan. All that stuff that happened with Larry Nassar, and I know this is a big leap, with Larry Nassar at Michigan State and the gymnasts, as horrible as that was, that settled within 3 weeks and they got $500 million. Flint's been going on for 6-7 years, and they haven't paid or helped that community at all. And it's atrocious. And it's because it's poor black folk and poor white folk. That's it. They don't have voice or agency. And so the reason why I started my social justice law group was to give them voice and agency. So I've been working really hard to get as many people signed up to the lawsuit. Because again, it's folks that they don't trust the law. They don't trust their relationship with court system. So therefore, they're like, nothing's going to happen anyway. So why should I fill out all this paperwork? Which makes total sense. So I have to go there, and I've gone door to door, knocked on people's doors and said, please join me in this, particularly if you have children, because you just don't know what the effects of the lead is going to be in the future. We have to make them pay. We have to make them build health centers, community centers. We have to get you compensated for any unforeseen health stuff that's going to come up with your kids. We got to get you to buy into this lawsuit. The more people, the critical mass, the numbers, the better. There are 100,000 eligible people to sign up for the lawsuit, and I believe at this point, it's only about 15,000, 15% signed up.
Is there a deadline to sign up for the class action lawsuit?
You know, there's no official deadline, but we all know that that's kind of BS. And why do we know that? Is because what happens is you're going to get the first settlement that's going to be based off the first set of numbers. And then, you know, there's no statute of limitations on harm. So you can always sign in, but they can always claim that there's no more money. You see? So you can still sign in, but if there's no money, that there's no remuneration or compensation for that. So that's why it's critical that people sign in before the first settlement happens, okay? And it's getting closer and closer because obviously there's a new governor in the state. There's a new attorney general. They don't want this hanging over their heads, at least I would hope not. And so something's going to move on this relatively quickly. And so, you know, the number should be 60 or 70%. Minimum, 60, 70,000 people should be signed in. Right now, we're looking at about 15. We got to do better, and we got to spread the word. I'm doing the best I can, but it's hard. The people have been beaten down, and they just don't want to hear it anymore. They don't even want to get their hopes up.